everyone, welcome back to dreamyaire. So today's look is on this Igari makeup look, which I have been seeing like all over TikTok, and it's a really like clean, fresh, cute makeup style. The eyeliner style is what makes this look really unique, and if you want to know how I get this look, keep on watching. So starting off with the eyes, I'm going to conceal it for the base. I'm gonna go in with the Rom&nd palette with this shade all over the base. And then I'm going to go in lightly with this brown shade. And I'm just gonna lightly dust this all over my lid, but making sure I don't go too high above my crease, because we wanna keep this pretty low. After that, I'm gonna go in with the sparkly first shade. This is a really nice shimmer sheen, and it's not too like glittery. It doesn't really have those glitter chunks, so perfect for a light sheen. And I'm just gonna put this in the center of my lid. Using the COSRX enhancer drops. It's like a highlighter drop. This is in the shade Moonlight. This is very intense, so a little bit of product goes a really long way. So I'm just gonna put a bit of this on the back of my hand, and then using my finger, grab a light, thin layer of product, like that. And then I'm gonna put this right in the center here. Then blend out the edges, and that just gives it a nice, natural, like very light sheen. So for the eyeliner, I'm first going to grab the darkest brown shade, and I'm gonna lightly smoke this out on my lash line, starting from the inner corner. After that, let's do the eyeliner. So I'm gonna get that dark brown shade again, just a little bit of it, and sketch out the line for my eyeliner. And for this Igari look, it's very that straight, thin eyeliner, and it's very soft too. It's not that harsh. So I like to sketch it out because it helps me not mess up when I'm actually doing the liquid liner. And it is a very different liner than I usually do. I've never really used this type of eyeliner style for my makeup, as I start from the end here. Not really like the outer like point of the eye, but you kind of start from the top of that. Like if you can see this slightly natural line here, I'm just gonna lightly draw a thin line. And I'm using the Love Liner Liquid eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner as of lately. It has a really like soft, flexible tip, and it's super duper natural. It's not harsh. It's easy to create a natural liner with this look, and it's like a soft medium brown, which is really nice. And once you get that line, you're going to connect it to the lash line and create a straight line. And I'm gonna add some eyeliner in the inner lash line. I'm gonna grab more of that dark brown shade and just lightly smudge the top. Now let's curl the lashes. So today for the lashes, I'm gonna use a brown mascara. This is the Heroine Make mascara. The packaging is so pretty. It's like a pink ombre with a silver. And this is the wand. I'm gonna brush up my lashes with the curved side. And then after I've coated the lashes nicely with the curved side, I'm gonna go in with the back area and then brush it through the tips to make it longer. If you want to make your lashes longer, wiggling the tips is a very good technique. And I'm going to slightly pinch these clumped tips out. You don't want it to look too clumpy. And that's it for the top eye makeup, and we'll go back with the under eye makeup once I've done my base and everything. Almost forgot, let's do the brows first. I'm going to use a brow powder. This is pretty sure this is the XL brow powder. I got this in Japan. Comes with a little brush as well and 3 different shades. I'm going to go in with the darkest shade and just fill in the sparse areas and lightly like outline my brows. And what I really love about this powder is that it's not super pigmented, so you can really get in there and get a lot of product, but when you apply it, it still looks really, really natural, which is very important because with brow powders and brow pencils, it's really easy to overdo it and make harsh lines. But with this powder, like, you could just keep going at it and it'll be adding more pigment, but it won't look harsh. Like, I think I've gone in there like over 10 times. I really, really love this brow powder. It's like one of the best purchases I've made in Japan, and it's like super cheap too, which is like a bonus. And like one thing I can never get right is to lightly fill in this top like front area, but with this powder I cannot overdo it. Other powders, it's like really hard to not make it super dark. I could leave it just like that, but I'm going to go in with the Canmake brow pencil, and this is a super nice natural brow pencil too, and I'm just going to outline like the tail of my brow a little bit to make it a bit more sharper. Using the Anastasia brow gel, brush up the fronts of my brow and then shade in the outer section of my brows, but really like focus on bringing this part up. For the base makeup, let's prep our skin. So my skin was like super dry this morning. It was like flaky and just felt so dehydrated. But then I applied the Cezanne moisturizer. This is Deep Moisture Skin Conditioner Milk. I'm telling you guys, this is like such a great moisturizer. Like, it comes in such a big bottle too. It's not one of those moisturizers where you put on and then just like an hour after the moisture has disappeared. But this one actually, I don't know, it sits in your skin. It's really hard for me to find a good moisturizer, especially because I have really dry skin. But this is actually a lotion that stays on your skin. I don't know how to explain it, but it really gets in there and plumps up your skin, and it just soaks in there, and this is really good. If you guys are going to Japan, you guys should check this out and give this a go if you have super dry skin like me. My dry skin can be really flaky around my nose. I'm gonna go in a little bit with this again just to create a fresh base for my foundation. Going in with some sunscreen. I'm using the COSRX Aloe Soothing Sunscreen. For foundation, I'm using the Clear cushion, and this is a really nice hydrating, moisturizing cushion, and I love the mesh that it comes in. A lot of cushions are like sponge, but yeah, this is mesh, so it's easier to get a lot more product. I'm gonna apply a thin layer all over my face. I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer on my face, under eyes, chin. I have like a zit here and a bit on my forehead here. I'm going to clean up my eyebrows a little bit with some concealer. Let's set it with the white shade. For blush, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush, and this is in the shade Strawberry Drip. I'm I'm gonna use my index finger, grab some product, and I'm gonna focus the blush like in the center here, not really going outward, but mainly focusing it under the eye and just like this area, very close to the eye and the inner cheek. So that's sort of where I want to keep the blush placement, and it doesn't show up as pigmented as it is in real life. And also going to add a tiny bit to my nose, just like the bottom section. Kind of adds like a little contour as well. To set the face, I'm going to use the Decorte loose powder. Looks like this. And using a little small powder brush, I'm going to lightly set my under eyes. Set a little bit on my forehead, around my nose, my smile lines. And that's it for setting the face because I want to keep it pretty glowy. Let's lightly contour our face. I'm going to use the Full Shot Hidden Contour. This one over here. I'm going to lightly contour my jawline. A tiny bit here. To set the blush, I'm going to grab the Hourglass blush in Sublime Flush. This is a really nice natural pinky shade. It's like under, I think they're ambient lines, so it's very luminous. Get the cushion sponge and just lightly pat down the bottom here so it's nicely blended and there's no harsh like blush lines. Let's continue with the under eye makeup. Using the dark brown shade from the Rom&nd palette again, going to add the shadow right under my waterline. I'm going to do a thin line outward. Just like that. And then getting a dark brown pencil, going to waterline the inner half of my waterline. And let's do the other eye as well. Going in with the COSRX highlighter again. And it's like these little droplets. Looks like that. And I'm just gonna get a little bit on a pointy like shadow brush. It's like the tiniest amount, like I'll dab it and then get off the residue. And I'm gonna put this in the center of my lower lash line. Going in with this glitter stick. This is Peach Sea Champagne Eye Glitter in number 2. I'm just gonna lightly, very, very lightly dab this in the center. That is it for the eyes. Let's move on to the lips. I'm going to first use the Rom&nd Juicy Lasting Tint. This is in the shade Macadamia. I really love the Rom&nd Lasting Tints because they smell so good and they look so natural and juicy on the lips. But for this lip look, I'm just going to apply it in the center, like insides of my lips. It smells so good. I'm just gonna blend it out with my fingers. Getting a lip brush. This is a mini lip pencil. Going in with the Etude Fixing Tint. This is in Dusty Beige. It's really nice, rosy, muted beige. This is sort of like a soft mattifying shade. It's a bit like a purpley rose, but very muted, so it's very wearable. I'm going to put it on the center bottom center of my lip and the Cupid's bow. With the lip brush, I'm gonna lightly blend it out. And I do like to overline my Cupid's bow a little bit and connect the center for that like pouty, plumped look. And I like to overline here to the center. And then with like the leftover residue product, I'm going to connect the lines here. And when I'm connecting the lines, I do not overline the connected section. Let's add a little bit more. This is my new favorite way of applying my lip product, is like overlining the center of the lips, but like keeping this section natural. Like it complements the lips so much better than if I was to overline the whole thing, which is what I usually do, right? Because who in their right mind is like, oh, let me just overline this section and this section, but it looks so much more beautiful and natural because it gives that natural pout right in the center, but it's like natural rest of the lips. So that's a pro tip. You guys should really try this lip combo. To finish off with some gloss, I'm using the Peri Para lip gloss, and this is just a clear, simple lip gloss. My absolute favorite clear lip gloss. Some on the back of my hand. I'm gonna put this in the center. And last step, to set the face, I'm using the Urban Decay All Night Spray. I really love this because this has vitamin C and cactus flower water. But what I really like about this is the mist, like the spray. It's like, it gives such a beautiful, like seamless mist. Like, I don't know if you guys saw that, but it doesn't make your face like dotty like some face mists do, but this spray is awesome. Let's spray our face. Ooh. Oh, so beautiful. I love this spray. It smells so good too. Thank you, Cindy. Got this for me in a like Christmas gift set of the Urban Decay setting sprays, and I'm like obsessed with it. And that is it for the look.
I know what you've been through. I know what you like. I
hope you guys all enjoyed this makeup tutorial as much as I enjoyed making it. I hope everyone has a wonderful day and week ahead of them, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!